Most dev thinks becoming a CTO means writing flawless code. It doesn't. Not even close. I've been in tech for over 25 years. I've sold a company as CTO. And here's a brutal truth. 90% of developers, they're never getting into the C-suite. And it's got nothing to do with skills. In fact, the better you are at fixing things, the more stuck you probably are. Today, I'm walking you through the 5 mistakes that keep smart devs trapped at mid-level forever, and the system I use to finally break out. Oh look, a roadmap. Does it come with emotional damage insurance, or do we just wing it? If you've been coding for years and feel like nobody notices, if you're always fixing messes but never get to architect anything, yeah, this is for you. I've lived it. I was that guy, buried in Jira tickets before Jira even existed, solving stuff no one else would touch, thinking maybe this time I'll get myself a seat at the table. It didn't. Humans love repetition, especially when it doesn't work. People will tell you, just get better at debugging, learn another framework, keep your head down. And yeah, that feels right, but it's the exact trap keeping you stuck. Because the truth is, the stuff that makes you a great dev is the same stuff that keeps you invisible to leadership. I've seen brilliant engineers, 15, 20 years in, still chasing bug reports, and others with half their skill are running teams. It's not about being good, it's about being visible, which is frankly disgusting. I'm not speculating here. I've been the overlooked dev. I've also been the guy doing the hiring, and that's when it hit me. Being technically solid is just step 1. So in this video, I'll show you the 5 traps keeping devs stuck and the exact 3-phase system that I followed to go from grunt to CTO. Mistake number 1, the fixer trap. Alright, first up, the fixer trap. This one's sneaky because it feels like a compliment. You're the go-to person. You're the one who always saves the day. You've got Slack alerts going on off at 10 p.m. and you're somehow still solving stuff by 8 a.m. the next morning. Feels good, right? Until it doesn't. Ah, yes. The unpaid firefighter role with lifetime burnout included. Here's what really happens. You get labeled the fixer, which means no one wants to move you. You're too valuable to promote and too risky to reassign. So you stay in the trenches forever. That was me for a long time. I thought I was indispensable. Turns out I was just replaceable, but inconvenient to replace. Mistake number 2, writing code for yourself. The next mistake, writing code like you're the only one who will ever touch it. You know the type, super clever, tight loops, no comments, and a README that just says, figure it out. Been there, wrote that, and 6 months later, I couldn't even figure out what I was doing. Your code was beautiful and completely useless to everyone else. Here's the deal. Great devs write code that's clear, not clever. Because real teams don't scale on genius. They scale on understanding. CTOs think in systems, in handoffs, in who's maintaining this when you're gone. Gone doesn't mean fired. Gone could mean promoted. That's why clarity, documentation, and team-first code actually moves you forward. 70% of our time is spent reading code. So the question is, what story does your code tell? Mistake number 3, avoiding the business. I used to say this all the time. I just want to code. Yeah, no. That's not how you move up. If you want to lead, you've got to understand what the business actually cares about. Not stakeholder meetings. Anything but that. Yes, that. Because you're not just solving bugs anymore. You're aligning with strategy. You've got to explain how your technical decisions affect revenue, retention, growth. And the moment you can translate that stuff into business language, people start listening differently. Mistake number 4, lone wolf mode. Senior devs, this one's for you. You've been around. You know your stuff. You start doing it all yourself because it's faster. But here's the thing. Leadership isn't about doing more. It's about creating more capacity through others. Mentor the juniors. Document your process. Make your thinking portable. The best leaders don't just solve problems. They teach others how to think. I once tried mentoring. The intern cried. But yes, carry on. Mistake number 5. No strategic thinking. And finally, you don't think far enough ahead. You focus on the sprint. You close tickets. You get stuff shipped. But you never ask, where does this fit in the big picture? CTOs don't just execute. They anticipate. They look ahead, spot risks, and make trade-offs. Congratulations, you delivered a perfect solution to a dead-end requirement. If you want that kind of role, you've got to start thinking beyond the backlog. The 3-phase escape plan. Here's how I got unstuck. Here's how you can too. Phase 1, document everything. Start writing like someone else is taking over tomorrow, because someday they will. That mindset builds trust. Phase 2, become a teacher, mentor others, answer questions, write docs. This is why I built our Discord. It's full of developers making the same transition. You don't have to do it alone. Links in the description. Phase 3, think like a business. Pay attention to what actually matters to leadership. Start suggesting solutions, not just implementing tickets. That's how you stop being a resource and you start being a partner. If you learn to speak business, you may become unstoppable. I refuse to be held responsible. You're stuck because you're the fixer. Your code works for you, not your team. You've ignored the business. You hoard knowledge instead of sharing it. You never think beyond the next sprint. None of this means you're a bad dev. It just means you're not playing the game that gets you promoted. Most devs won't fix this. They'll stay where it's comfortable, but you're still here. You made it till the end. That already says something. If you want out of mid-level hell, join the Discord. It's free. It's full of devs asking better questions. And yeah, we get real about this stuff. Statistically, you won't join, but if you do, maybe, just maybe, you won't be stuck forever.